Now, your certified most accurate forecast from WMBF First Alert Chief Meteorologist Jamie Arnold.
Well, it's certainly no shock that we've had just a tremendous amount of lightning with those storms around here this week. And when you add up the totals across the state so far since Monday, closing in on 66,000 lightning strikes. Tuesday was the busiest with 30,000, but even today, mainly this morning, almost 13,000. And you can see the hot spot of most of that lightning right here on top of the Grand Strand, another hot spot down there in the low country. That is where the vast majority of those 66,000 strikes have been concentrated, and we're going to add to that number some more through the day today and certainly heading into tomorrow. Right now, storms working their way through the PD, not quite as electrified as the ones we've had the past few days, although it was fairly noisy within the past 30 minutes in Hartsville. Those are coming into Darlington. We've got some of those here in southern Florence County as well. In additional storms back across the upstate, and some of these may try to sneak their way into the Grand Strand a little bit later this evening. But the bigger story for storms is going to come tomorrow. Now, we're going to have a much quieter morning than we had this morning. Notice as we head into 3 o'clock tomorrow afternoon, a couple of isolated storms begin to develop, but the real action arrives late tomorrow and certainly into the evening, maybe even the overnight hours. Look at all that action as we head towards 6 o'clock tomorrow evening. Plenty of storms around. Some of these, again, going to produce very heavy rainfall and very frequent lightning. And we may see some of these storms hanging on right on past sunset into tomorrow night, making for a very stormy finish to the day on Friday. And a lot of lightning. That lightning potential, notice the yellows and reds showing up in spots across the area, indicating that once again, these storms are going to be very electrified. And those storms will be firing off as the much anticipated cold front we've been tracking all week long finally pushes into the area as we head through tomorrow evening. But by the time we get into Saturday, that front pushes down to our south. We get a northeasterly wind to bring in that cooler air, so high temperature Saturday for the beaches and inland, only into the low 80s, but that northeast wind also kind of locks in the clouds and could also bring us a couple of showers on Saturday. Then as we head into the day Sunday, we'll knock temperatures down another degree. Afternoon highs only into the low 80s, and I think Sunday is mainly just mostly cloudy, throwing in a 20% chance of a sprinkle or shower Sunday just in case. The bigger story, though, definitely is the temperatures and even a little drop in humidity this weekend.
Well, we've definitely earned it, haven't we?
We have certainly earned it.
Pretty rockin' and rollin' week.
Man, how about those storms this morning? I think everybody was jolted out of bed with those things.
Can't wait till tomorrow.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Noisier. All right. Well, we have a heads up for you for later tonight. There will be no WMBF news at 7 o'clock as we bring you the NFL Hall of Fame game. The Los Angeles Chargers taking on the Detroit Lions in Canton, Ohio, as football is officially back. So again, that coverage begins at 7 o'clock this evening. No news. And looking ahead to next week, we're making sure you're prepared for the peak months of hurricane season. Join the WMBF First Alert weather team as they tour the area, speaking with officials about everything you need to know in case of a storm. That coverage begins this coming Monday at Bums Beach Cafe in Myrtle Beach.